Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Not too many movers this morning, to be honest. Not too many movers. Not too many. EBS. EBS is probably my top watch. I'll mention it again today. Let me just put it up here. This is going to be my top watch today. I'll go through it. Is there anything else I can add to the watch list? Are there any other movers? LRHC. China play, sounds like it. China. La Rosa. Let me look at the news for this. LRHC. Real estate brokerage franchise revenue 1.5 million. So this is the news for LRHC. La Rosa acquires 7th real estate brokerage franchise with revenue of 1.4 million and positive cash flow. Weak news, but I mean, it's running right. Definitely wouldn't be buying now. Definitely would not be. 553 is your resistance. See what it can do after that. $553 resistance. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, so this is the level where I have 553 here. I'm assuming that's what all-time high, yeah. IPO price, yeah. So let's see what it does do. If it breaks, obviously, look, just think about it logically. If it breaks an all-time high, right, it's probably going to continue to push to the upside. If it doesn't, it's just going to stay. Obviously, it's not going to go up, right? But right now, trying to trade this is pretty impossible, right? Look, trying to buy here, then sell, buy, sell, like, yeah. Right now, it's way too close to this resistance level. So for me, I would avoid it until it cools down a bit at least. Okay, 553, right, there you go. We'll just keep this on watch. Let me add this to the watch list. It's been a previous run as well. I actually have it marked already, so we'll see. ICU. ICU is a former runner. ICU, and there was the other one, ICCM, I think it was called. Both of them were running. So look here, why this broke out. This had a breakout here, right? So look, had consolidation and then breakout. And then look here, consolidation. And then breakout, right? So maybe it will do the same thing, consolidation and then breakout. But this is obviously on the 4 hours. So for now, we have to wait a while. But looking on the 5 minutes, these are your next levels here. 177 and 198 on that. Can you look at WETH? No. I don't like this play at all. Nothing on this. There's no price action. I don't know what's going on. I don't like this chart. Nothing for me on this, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on. There's no trend. If anything, it's in a downtrend like that, but way too low volume to be even having a look at that. What else? Rev B, a lot of talk on this one. Kind of just looking at more on a larger time frame setup. So right now, what do we notice, right? Every time it gets to this trend line, okay, we identify that. It uses this as an area of support and then it pushes off, right? So here, here, here. Right, so now what do we expect? If it comes down to this level, right, we expect it to come down to, what is this level? Around 280 level, 275. Once it gets to that level, and then maybe if you see a strong wick off this support level, then maybe you can look for entries, right? The reason why is you're simply just playing the trend. That's it. Play the trend. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Safer entries around here. Higher risk trying to enter now, right? That's all. So Rev B current setup. This is it. Rev B current setup. So this one's got a lot of talk onto it, I know, but just keep this on watch. ELAB, this one was useless today. It just kept going down and down and down. There's a huge sell-off on this. To be honest, I'm not really interested. There's no demand zone here. I mean, if anything, I guess you could use this kind of zone, if anything, for a demand zone, but it's not a clear demand zone. I personally wouldn't use this as a demand zone, but just for the sake of it, to try and get an idea of what could happen here, we can just identify that this could be a possible demand zone, right? So just this like range here, this whole level. So see if it pulls back to here, and then maybe you can see if it starts reversing off this level. But at the moment, I wouldn't touch this at all. It's a strong downtrend. Look at all these red candles. Sellers are in complete control. Luna, I don't know why people get so worked up about this one on Twitter. I never got in it. I never said I was in it. For those who are new on Twitter, I share charts and setups that I expect price to go up. Just because I tweet it, it doesn't mean I'm in. If I get in any trades, I post it on Twitter. I mean in Discord. It's actually quite funny because Luna, we were saying the complete opposite thing in the Discord. We literally, all the members, I told them, and we all just avoided this play completely. The reason is because it was getting pumped all over, and it did exactly what I said it would, that it would get dumped. And that's why I posted, whatever, something about the dump on it, because I never was in it. I knew that was going to happen. I was just sharing the setup that I had within the 5-minute chart for a trade. So yeah, for me, I avoid those kind of plays. It's like same thing as like UCAR and that. I just post those setups if there are a possible setup. I know there's a big following on Twitter, but yeah, I just share the setups that I think have a high probability of moving. So right now, Luna, there's no reason to be entering it. Okay, you could try and enter here, but if you're trying to look for safe entries, I would say above 1036. Above 1036, then you could look for up to 13 and 14 or whatever. What up? What up, Hardy? Bile. Yeah, Bile, I've already posted Bile. Bile's right here. Look. Here's your chart on Bile. It's trying to break out. So technically speaking, it should break out, right? So try to break out here. Obviously there is a strong, I don't know what happened here, news or offering or whatever the hell happened, but just looking on this basis here, just on this price action here, this is a falling or bullish pennant. You should expect price to break up. That's all. Looks like ICU's moving up. AGRX, I'm going to keep this one on watch as long as it holds this demand zone. Right, the reason why this is the demand zone is because it's the last red candle. This candle here is the last red candle before the push to the upside, right? If this goes below the demand zone, this is no longer a valid demand zone, so I'll remove it. Then there's no other demand zone. I mean, you could use this, but it's not clear demand zone. So this is what it has. It needs to hold this into open. You still got a while, but this is what we have on this. East. Someone just mentioned this. So East here is the same thing. You need to get above this 142. A lot of consolidation at the moment. It's in this demand zone. Yeah, nothing really. There's no opportunity for this yet, in my opinion. Yeah, this is all we have on this. Nothing, no clear trend on this. If anything, it's bearish and downtrend. VERO. I just added this because it was a mover earlier. You can see it's up 50%, but we go here. So this is your support level. If it breaks below this, then you have this is your next support level. If it breaks below that, then you have this level here. But at the moment, it's very bearish. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles in a row. 20 minutes of selling. Sellers are in complete control. If anything, if you want to try and look for entries, you need to wait for the trend line to break. Otherwise, I would not touch it. BMR. I like this one on a larger time frame. This was a 4-hour setup. Look here. Oh, it was 1 hour. 4 hour here. Look. So it tried to break this downtrend. Obviously, we can see it did not do it. You need to break above this trend line, and then you could look for possible entries. Trying to enter now is a no-go. If anything, this is bearish. The reason I say that is because it's an ascending triangle. For those who don't, or a descending triangle. For those who don't know what a descending triangle is, it is a bearish reversal pattern, meaning that you expect price to break down, right? So you expect price to do exactly what it's doing, right? Go down like this. If you are trying to look for entries on a trade like setup like this, you need it to break above the trend. Why? Because it's currently bearish, meaning the price should break below. You don't want to enter stock when the higher probability of a stock going down. Wait for the trend to reverse. So when it breaks the downtrend to an uptrend, then it shows an indication that there's a possibility that the stock is reversing, right? Don't try and enter stock when it's in a bearish pattern. Just a recipe for disaster. There's a higher probability. ICU, these are your levels, 177, 198 at the moment. Struggling to break 177, but these are your levels. 197 next, and then 215. Lays hasn't had a run in a while. This chart's all over the place, to be honest with you. There's no real trend on this, to be honest. I don't know. This chart is all over the place. We have this downtrend like this. So this is the trend. So we can identify that's in a downtrend. Where's the area of support? Around here. We can just even move it up to, like, let's just say around here. I'm trying to get 215. Around here, this is your support level. Okay, so right now, what we are seeing is that there is a level of support. There is an area, this is your resistance line here. So it's in a downtrend. No reason to be entering this. Maybe you can try and look for entries if it comes down to the support level. But if you're trying to look for an entry, you should wait for the trend to break. Trying to enter now is not a good idea. Wait for it to try and get down to support. Maybe that's a good level to buy, but right now, yeah, there's nothing on this. I can even put this, I'll just put a demand zone. I can use like this zone here. Yeah, this can be a zone right here. So this is your, I'll post this on Twitter. Demand zone. So here's your demand zone. So if it comes back into demand zone, maybe you can look for entries, but the overall trend on this play is bearish. So lays, just wait for trend line break. You can wait for the pullback into demand zone, but personally I would just wait for a trend line break. It's just much easier, much easier to follow the trend when it's pushing up. That's all. AGRX, just still in demand zone. Lays, CYN. CYN, have to go to large time frame. What's happening here? So CYN broke above this level, which is good. It needs to hold this level. It needs to get above this level here. This 2175, but there's nothing really going on with this, to be honest. Let's try and get a trend going here. It's found a resistance level around here, so like this. You can even like just put a 0.25. So this is your resistance level. The reason why I say 0.25 is because it's a psychological level, right? We can see that it's been previous resistance, previous support, resistance, 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 resistance. If you can get a break above, that would look good for possible entries. Maybe if it comes down to the trend line, possible entries. So try and enter now. There's nothing clear on it, so I would just wait for 0.25. So I'll put this on Twitter so you guys can refer back to it. I know quite a few people are watching this play. So CYN. So CYN, wait for break above 0.25 level. MNRP? I think it's MNPR, no? MNRP. Yeah, it's MNPR. This is what you have. I have these levels on it. $1. Let's put $1. So $1, just that psychological level. I'll put this in blue. For me personally, I don't trade these sub $1 plays. Could be setting up for a falling wedge right now as we speak. It's not that clean of a falling wedge, but look at the candles, right? The volume's getting lower, which isn't a good sign. But could be a possible falling wedge setup. Obviously, you want to enter around the bottom of the wedge because that's a support level. Trying to enter in the middle or resistance is a higher risk. So if you can, try and see if it comes down to this level for entries, but trying to enter now is not, it's just higher risk, that's all. Here's just set up for MNPR. I don't trade off RSI and all that. I don't really do it. Well, I don't do it at all, to be honest. I literally just use like 1 or 2 indicators. PXMD. I did PXMD the other day, I think. PXMD, very low volume on this trade, but it looks like it has, obviously was in a strong downtrend. Now it's pushing up to the upside. Just mark the resistance level, which is around here. Look left, so like here. So this is your resistance level, right? If it breaks above, then you can expect, where's your next level? Probably around here. So that's what you can expect. At the moment, it's got resistance here on PXMD. RGTI. RGTI, I personally don't like this chart. Yeah, I mean, nothing on this for me. Yeah, no clear trend or anything on this. I mean, here's an, I guess you see uptrend. That's all I have for this. Most of the wicks on Weaver are fake ones. Tighten the wedge. I mean, yeah, that was just what I have for that play. LRHC, look, so now we've got a closure right above this level. Remember this level that I had? I bet it's 553, right? From my memory. So 553, that was the previous like high of all-time high, assuming. You got a candle closure above, so now you've broken it. Now it's retesting, and let's see if it continues up. If it doesn't, it's going to come down to probably around this level. It's going to move fast. If I can spell properly. Did any of you guys, are any of you in this play? I mean, the news isn't like fantastic, but. So look, if it comes down to here, yeah, but also that it's broken that high now. Come down here, and then let's see if it does do that. Who knows? That's what we have. Okay, EBS, this is my number one setup. This is my number one setup. Look here, I will show you. This was on the watch list I gave you guys on Twitter and in the Discord, right? Why do I say that? Because look, this is with extended hours off, meaning no, you can't see pre-market hours and after hours, okay? All I'm doing is I'm basing this off a bullish chart pattern called a bull flag, right? You expect price to do exactly what it's doing, right? To break to the upside. Right now, we can currently see it was up, what, 78% yesterday, and then today, we're up 5%. Now, if we turn extended hours on, so we can see what's happening during pre-market, we are doing exactly what I expected. We are breaking to the upside. If this holds 283 into open, I will probably look for entries. Why this level? Because every time it's got to it, it's rejected it. If we get a closure above, that confirms that there's a breakout and that it's going to continue to the upside. Next resistance level from 283 is 325. You can put $3 because it's a psychological level, but this is what is happening right now. It is currently breaking out. You have to wait, what, still 5 minutes because it still has 5 minutes to close. This candle can come straight down and create a wick, which it's done once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, okay? So that means that you have to wait for confirmation. So you have to wait at least 4 minutes. Personally, I'm going to wait till open at least and see what it does do. But if this doesn't close above, then I will not be interested. The fact that it was 78% yesterday running, and now it's up 6%, this is looking like it's going to continue for a second day runner. It does not mean buy now, it does not mean get in, it does not mean full port. You have to wait for confirmation. Personally, what I'm doing is waiting to see if this can hold, what is this, 283? If it holds that into open, then fantastic. But it's looking good. This is my top play. I mentioned it even earlier before this was moving up. And yesterday, or this morning. What does this play? So EBS is trying to break out. So this should be definitely a watch for everyone. Just add this to your watch list. Wrap to 11. Hassie gave a fantastic alert on this yesterday. It was such a good play. It's 48% yesterday. It's down 5%. For now, nothing. It literally hit this level that I expected to yesterday, but it didn't do anything after that. Yeah, you need to get back above 10. Nothing at the moment on this, to be honest. You could just keep it on watch. It ran yesterday, so who knows. But for me at the moment, nothing on that. What else is there? $2,750. Right, what else is moving? Let me have a look. Anything else moving right now? BuzzFeed Asia X root. How's LRHC looking? So it's coming down now into this demand zone. Let's see what it does do. We need to just tighten that up a bit. Right here, let's see. Goes below this, it's going to come down to around here, 188. But yeah, EBS looks great. Now we can see on the 5 minute, it closed above, right? Obviously, the larger the time frame, the more confirmation you have. 10 minutes still has some time. How long? 3 minutes left till the hourly candle closes as well. So strong bullish. This is a big bullish engulfing as well. So this looks very bullish. It should, if this holds, it should continue up. I'm hoping it holds into open and doesn't run off. SOUN, this is going to run with NVIDIA, I think. The only thing I'm looking for is if it breaks 415, then I'll be interested. Look, resistance here, major resistance. Breaks that, it's going to clean run. It's going to run 449 and 492 are the next levels. Have to wait for it to break above. That's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to enter now, because every time it gets here, it'll come down. If you're trying to buy now, look, what happens if it comes all the way down? So look, if you try to enter now, okay, and it comes down, look, you're going to be down 10%. And then what? You're going to just hold and hope. So yeah, just wait for it to break above there, then you should be okay. ICU. ICU still struggling to break 177. Have to wait for 177 break. Look, all of these are strong wicks. This top, just a tip, strong top wicks indicate that sellers are in control. Strong bottom wicks indicates that buyers are in control. Look, okay, this isn't that great example because it's Weeble's stupid candles, but is there a normal place somewhere? Okay, here, look. Every time there's a strong bottom wick, it pushes up. Look, strong bottom wick up, strong bottom wick up, strong bottom wick up. Strong top wick down, strong top wick down, strong top wick down, strong top wick down. So whenever you see a strong top wick, it's a good time to sell. If it's a strong bottom wick, it's a good indication to buy. Just because you see a strong bottom wick or strong top wick doesn't mean buy or sell, right? You can add it with confluences to help you with your entries, but a good indication of strong bottom wick indicates that it's a good time to buy, right? And so on. It's a good tip to use. Works on every single time frame. 1 second, 5 minute, 10 minute, daily, weekly, yearly, whatever it is. Obviously, the larger time frame, the better. Yeah, roots moving. I saw this thing move. It wasn't moving pre-market, but it was up. 1460 is your next level on this. It's probably going to go to, this thing ran before. Wait, here's your next levels. Here's your levels on this. These are your key levels on root. One second, guys. So yeah, root looks good. This is a former parabolic runner as well. Just keep that in mind, because if you see these kind of plays, they are always very good to watch. So these are the kind of plays that you want to keep on your watch list, because you know if these run, they're probably going to continue to run. So let me just post this on Twitter as well. So these are your key levels, so you can just mark this root key levels. There you go, key levels shown. LRHC, so look, LRHC is coming into demand. I need it inside demand. So look, if this is not in demand, right? It needs to be inside. I don't care if it's 2 cents above or whatever. It needs to be inside of the demand. EBS is looking good now. There's a closure above, and now it looks like it's trying to hold. ICU couldn't break 177. Where's VWAP? It's literally on VWAP now, so it could reverse off this level. Look. Previously, look, came to VWAP, pushed up, or VWAP pushed up. So look, could be a good scalp entry, so you can make quick 5%, but in my opinion, it's not really worth it for now. Okay, AGRX is no longer valid at demand zone. Why? Because it's broken below it, so therefore we just remove it. Like that. Huge sell-off right now. East is in the demand zone, but these candles, there's not much volume, but it's respecting this demand zone, which is good. As long as it holds us into open, it should be good. VERO, so look, it broke below this support. Now it's heading down to this support. BMR is coming down. A lot of plays are coming down. SOUN, nothing on this. Remember, we needed above 415. XTKG, I do like this play. It is a slower one, but just looking at technicals, I mean, it's broken above this level here, which I wanted. Here's your, I guess it's building this resistance right here. What is this here? Yeah, I mean, this is like the $1 psychological level as well. So you could, this would be possibly a safe entry if it gets above $1, because obviously that's a big level for any sub $1 play. If it breaks above that, then it can run pretty hard. Luna, yeah, nothing on this. I have to wait for 1036. BuzzFeed. Yeah, oh yeah, BuzzFeed's here. BuzzFeed's here, it's just in the demand zone. Demand zone's here, last red candle before the move. So here's your demand zone at the moment. It's just trading in the demand zone. Like here, I don't know. It's not, for me, it's not really worth entries at the moment. I need to see some proper volume, price action. Where's that root? Actually, I need to keep that on my watch list. Let's just put it down here. Root, demand zone on root. It's just, the demand zone is just the last red candle. Watch our demand zone video that we have on YouTube. It's very easy. Your demand zone is your last red candle. So where's your demand zone on this? This is your last red candle before the move. If that breaks below, then where's your next demand zone? Here. If that breaks below, then here. Breaks below that, then here. Breaks below that, then here. Quick, quick, easy, easy. Easy FL. I have these levels on this thing. This thing's extremely volatile. What's going on? Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this price action, to be honest. Yeah. What is that, 236? Yeah, 230 sounds, 230 is about better. At the moment, nothing on this. Nothing clear on this at the moment, unfortunately. So this actually tapped into the demand zone, which we did right there. Then if you entered on that candle close, so here, there's a quick 6%. But you see what I did, right? We saw it when it was up here. All we did was just wait for it to come down into demand zone, which it did, and then you can quick scalp. EBS, this is good. I wanted to just stay below, stay below, stay below. I went over WTH. Someone else asked it. It's not my kind of play. I mean, people ask me those kind of plays and they run for some reason. I don't know what happens, but for me, there's nothing on it. There's literally nothing on the chart. I can't do anything on the technical analysis side from that, unfortunately. VCIG, I mean, if you look at this yourself, what do you think? All right, nothing, nothing, nothing. Draw the area of support, draw the area of resistance, and then that's it. What is happening? Is it an uptrend or downtrend? We don't know. So we identify that as trading in a range, meaning it's consolidating. Wait for it to break above. If it breaks above, then you can look for entries. If it breaks below, then just leave it. No trade range, leave it if it goes down. If it goes above, then you can look for entries. Here's your next like resistance level around here, 170. So if it breaks 137, 140, then it'll go to 170. That's the next resistance level. ICU's coming down, it's going up, coming down. AGRX, strong bottom wick here. East, volume's dying on this. A lot of plays are dying off. The market's very weak this week. Very weak this week. BMR, yeah, this one's not, this is a larger time frame setup. So at the moment, I wouldn't be looking at it. I would wait for it to at least push up. Guys, if you can do me a favor and like up the stream. I think we have, what, 30 people in here? And we have, what? Let's see how many likes. We have 8 likes. We need to get this at least to 20, 25 plus. Like. Also, give me a second. Let me post a new YouTube video because I've posted it. If you want to, or just watch this video here. This is a strategy you can use. I've just posted it now in the chat thing. So watch that video, like it, and then comment as well. If you have any other suggestions for any other videos you want us to do, we will do them as well. SOUN, I don't know what that crazy wick is. Damn. XKTG. This is looking good. This is moving up into open. So if this reclaims $1, it should be good. It has a lot of room to the upside as well. All right, guys, I'm going to head into the Discord. I've got to do some live trading for members today. As I always do, I will share charts and setups that I like. Please remember to have a stop loss. And for those who are new, understand that the plays that I post, okay, are trades that you can get in for a quick day trade or scalp, okay? These are not trades to hold overnight. These are not trades to run to 500%. They're just setups I see for day trading, meaning if you see the setup when I post it, then maybe you can look for possible entries. It doesn't mean hold the play. Always have a stop loss. People come and post on the chart 2 hours, 3 days after and say, oh, look, it's down 30, 40%. Well, duh, because these trade setups are all day trade setups. They're not for long-term setups, right? I know most of you know that and understand that, which is perfectly fine. I'm just talking to the majority of people who don't, or who are new to trading as well, don't understand that the setups that I share, okay, are day trade setups for those who are watching my charts actively and are able to get into the trades. This looks like a very good trade right now, to be honest. Looks like a good trade. So, yeah, this looks very good. So look, the reason why I do this, I just think about it logically. It's a stock under $1. We have noticed since it's found the bottom here at 0.6, okay, pre-market, that it's been pushing up. It's been buys have been stepping in ever since, okay, this bottom's found. Now it's reclaiming this $1. The fact that this is reclaiming a $1 from, it's literally been pushed up. Look here, from what? 15, it's moved up 15%, okay? The fact that it's done this and breaking $1, this is probably gonna run. So it's worth a lot of shares. A lot of shares is meaning that I wouldn't go in more than 10% of your account. Next room is around like 120. But yeah, this looks very, very good. A lot of buyers stepping in, looking very, very good. So This would be a good watch. XTKG and EBS. Watch these two today. And then obviously the rest of the watch list is here on the left. But yeah, for those who are new and those who are following me on Twitter, please remember the posts that I put on Twitter, okay? If you're not actively following me, right, when I'm posting the charts, the move has probably already happened or it hasn't worked out, okay? But whether you decide to get in or not, just always have a stop loss. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please do me a favor and like the stream up. Subscribe if you haven't, and also watch the YouTube video Hassi has done. I highly recommend to watch it. It's a great strategy. He explains it very well. So give that a go.